friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel Medical Classes by Dr. Srinidhi Kumar Acharya. Please don't forget to subscribe my channel and also please give your valuable comments. You can also press on to playlist. In the playlist, I have provided all the uh, lectures in a very systematic fashion, which so far we have covered in the last 1 year. Anyway, so today we will have a short discussion about one more very interesting subject which is mentioned in Kamarmritya. This is something about child rearing or parenting. See, one of the big issue is many times in the toddler age group or after the infantile period or preschool period, most of the time the children are very naughty because they want to explore the world, so they are very curious and they are ready to explore everything, and they are testing their capacity by experimenting many things because they are interested in experimenting. So many times they do some of the harmful works also. Many times it is very tedious to parents to handle them. This is a story of each and every home, no doubt. Okay, so managing this toddler age group is very difficult. See, one of the most common way during in this period that parents adopt to make the children stop is making them scare or frightening them or creating some scariness, isn't it? So most of the time, we take the help of some of the persons, some of the ghost or some of such elements which is present in this environment, which actually we also don't know, like bhuta, preta, pishacha, etc. Now the question comes, as a pediatrician, I will say, you no, you should not scold your kids because kids are just like the flower, so they are budding now. Okay, so you should not scold. You have to make them realize by love and concern. So this is very easy to say as a pediatrician to me, but as a parents, even as a parent, when I look into this subject, it is not so easy because there is a limitation for tolerance, and at one particular time what happens is definitely we start scolding, and most commonly parents take the name of the some of the ghost, bhutha, preta, pishacha, etc., to make the baby stop doing such mischievous things. ओके सो चुप बैठो नहीं तो अभी ये गोश्त आ जाएगा, चुप बैठो तो गोश्त आके तुमको लेके जाएगा, देखो देखो उधर से गोश्त आ गया, चुप बैठो. So these type of things are quite common in the parenting. But now here there is a controversy. As a pediatrician, I will say no, you should not do this. But as a parent, I know that without this will not possible. Now we come to the actual point, what actually it told in Ayurveda. When the baby is not following your commands, when the baby is not eating, and when the baby is not stopping the cry many times. Okay, so then usually we will follow this method of scaring method. Okay, making the baby scared of. Now, is this the right way? So what Ayurveda says is very clearly says that making the baby stop crying or making the baby eating, that means many times parents will have the problems while giving feed to the baby. The baby is not ready to take the feed, so usually parents take the name of the ghost, वो भूत आ जाएगा जल्दी खाओ, भूत आ जाएगा जल्दी खाओ. ठीक है, so usually parents take the name. So Ayurveda very clearly says when the baby is not stopping crying, when the baby is not feeding, or when the baby is not following your commands, avidheyata, not following your commands, then you should not take the name of bhuta, preta, pishacha, putanadi, etc. to make the baby stop doing all these things. Ayurveda very clearly says this is a wrong way of child care. Now, as a parent, definitely I will ask, then what I should do? How to make this baby stop crying? How this make this baby to take the feed properly? How to make that he has to follow my commands? This is what Ayurveda very clearly says. Ayurveda says that don't take the name of Bhuta, Preta, Pishacha, Putanadi, etc. Question is, then how to make this baby console or stop crying? Then he says, although he directly not says that, as a parent I know that we should have another method to make the baby stop crying, to make the baby feeding and all. Now if at all you want to make your baby afraid, okay, if at all you want to scare your baby uh, for any purpose, then don't use such words which is not visible by the naked eye. Now this is the main fact. Suppose if the baby is not eating, if I take a help of a police, means आप जल्दी खाओ नहीं तो पुलिस आ जाएगा, आप जल्दी खाओ नहीं तो पुलिस को मैं ही पकड़ के दूंगा. See, this is the right way of child parenting, or this is the right way of parenting child caring, because you should not make the baby afraid by giving a name of such an item which is not actually seen by the naked eye, or to some extent which is not existing, which you also don't know. You take such examples which is actually seen. A policeman, police is seen by the baby also, or you can show the police to the baby also, and also you know what actually police is. But when you take the name of the putana or bhuta preta, the child also not seen that bhuta, and you also not have seen that bhuta. So message is very clear. Whenever you do this particular taxes technique, when you follow this technique to make the baby follow your command, or to take the feed, or to make stop crying, don't afraid the baby, make afraid the baby by taking an example of non-existing or non-visible item. You take the example of visible item. You take the example of a police, take the example of a guard, or take the example of a motor uncle, take the example of some other teacher. Okay, you can do this, because if you use that method which is not existing at all, then it creates an unexplained fear to the baby. It creates unexplained to the creator, because baby is not knowing, what is, you are using the word bhuta to make the baby afraid, but baby don't know what exactly bhuta is. It is not seen the bhuta, even you also not seen the bhuta. Okay, so when you take that name repeatedly for each and every point, now baby develop an unexplained fear inside, which may be a cause for future psychological problem. Future psychological problem. So therefore the message is very clear. Nobody says that don't make your baby afraid. Don't make the baby, you at some time, at some situation, you have to scold your baby, and you have to make the baby scary. But follow this method. Always use an existing element for that, not a non-existing element. Therefore Charaka very clearly says, don't use the name of bhuta, preta, pishacha, putanadi, etc., because it is not seen by the visible eye, and this is not the right way of child parenting. Okay, so therefore everybody need this particular method, because at one point in time the kid is uncontrollable. That time you have to make use of some this type of affrighting methods, but for that you should be little uh, uh, careful that don't use such a things which is not existing, and you also don't know, and you're using such a words for the baby. This creates unexplained fear in the mind of the baby, and this may lead to so many psychological problems, psychological insecurity, and many things. See, even you take an example, probably our mothers use the name of, in Kannada, if I say Gumma, है ना, जब हम छोटे थे, हो सकता है कि अंधेरे में जो है भूत आ जाएगा मत जाओ, अंधेरे में भूत आ जाएगा मत जाओ, ऐसे डराए होंगे. आज भी जो है, जब आप एक निर्जन प्रदेश में रात को अकेले में जाते हैं, आपको डर लगता है. ये क्यों लगता है? क्योंकि उस पीरियड में, जो वो टेंडर पीरियड, ड्यूरिंग द टेंडर एज, दैट पर्टिकुलर साइकोलॉजिकल इम्पैक्ट दैट यू हैव गॉट, okay, this has got value today also. So therefore I am telling, if you use such words, it creates an unexplained fear, an unexplained fear in the minds of the baby, which is not good for the proper development of the psychology and personality of the and behavioral pattern of the child. So as a parent, we have to look into this matter. Definitely you have to scold your baby. okay, at one point of time, but little careful. Don't use such words. We have got so many examples to make the baby scary, isn't it? We have got policemen, we have got guard, we have got military. So because these things baby have seen, or you can even visualize this. See, this is military. See, this is police. He will come. Okay, don't stop crying. This method you can follow. But see, in the night the bhuta will come, the ghost will come, bhuta, preta will come, it will take away. No, this is totally ridiculous, isn't it? This has got no meaning because you, parent and as a child, both are not having any idea what exactly it is. So please don't follow this method the right way, as Charaka told very clearly. Never use a unseen or non-existing element to make the baby frightened. Thank you very much. We will again meet in another class. Please don't forget to subscribe my channel, and also please give your valuable comments and also look into playlist. Thank you very much.